Moxley. So, did you notice that we had Moxley enter through the bowels of Tacoma Dome, walk past a merchandise stand that was so empty they didn't even bother to turn the lights on? What the fuck? So then we hear the final countdown for possibly the final time. And he makes the entrance, and he's up on the turnbuckle as Bryan Danielson, and the fans are ready to sing, "It's the final count." But before they get there, Moxley jumpstarts it, and they go to the floor. And they have a big fight on the floor. But the final countdown is still playing, and the fans are chanting yes, and Moxley is choking Danielson with a camera cable. But then Danielson starts choking Moxley, and Marina Shafir jumps up on Danielson's back, and Moxley stops Danielson. But now the fans are singing the song while Danielson is getting beaten up because they don't want to miss the opportunity to sing the fucking song.
And this is the last time. That poor band Europe, they have to cancel the vacation next year.
Oh, fuck. And the timeshare? You think they're going to be able to get out of that? But so now, and then they get in the ring, and the referee calls for the bell. And again, the people love Danielson. They were with this. And Danielson has a way about him of keeping people's attention, even though someone else doing it might not be able to. Moxley pile drives Danielson on the announce desk. He chokes him with the cable. They're not even trying to be, or not to be counted out, even though this is not supposed to be an anything goes match. It's the same fucking rules. It's the same, not lack of rules. It's the same shit that everybody's doing all night. And Moxley gets a long fucking heat that's not that scintillating. And Marina Shafir pulls up the floor mats, and Danielson ends up backdropping Moxley on the naked concrete and making a comeback, but Moxley would take back over. They did the face-off, and they traded the forearms. I wrote Danielson makes another comeback. More yes kicks. Please go home. And we were almost a half an hour in at this point.
The yes kicks are slow. They're really, really slow. And, you know.
Well, you don't want to blow the fans up if they're going, yes, 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 after 27 or 28 kicks. They're, you know. And then Marina Shafir got kicked out of ringside for pulling Danielson's leg. I think they're pulling our leg. And the match kept going.
That's the only thing I've seen Moxley sell in weeks, was Marina Shafir getting kicked out of ringside. He acted worried.
Yes. Apparently she knows something he doesn't want to get out.
She knows something he doesn't. Jiu-jitsu.
Do you think they're going to reveal that she's the one that's training him to beat all the Home Depot clerks?
They haven't really explained anything of the relationship or why it just randomly started at all.
Well, no. Exactly. But anyway, speaking of excessive, so Moxley then gives Danielson his double arm DDT finish on the floor on the concrete where the pads have been pulled up. And then rolls him in the ring and covers him and gets a 2 count. And I'm like, this is the guy who said, I need neck surgery by the end of the year. And so then they go more back and forth. And I wrote, I wasn't as tired of my last hernia surgery as I am of this match. And then Moxley gave him his finish in the ring and got a 1 count. And then Danielson gets up and spits in Moxley's face and slaps him. So Moxley just picked him up and gave him a gotch pile driver. He gives him the gotch pile driver. He didn't cover him. He put on a chokehold from behind, so Danielson, in selling that choke wildly, like, oh my gosh, I've got to escape, I'm trying to get out, I can't get out, he killed the pile driver. Because after you've dropped a guy that needs neck surgery on his fucking head with a gotch pile driver, wouldn't he be incapable of selling that wildly? And why did you need to choke him? But now He couldn't the ropes. He fell down, and a referee rang the bell. And the crowd was bullshit.
That's it! Oh, no!
They didn't like that one either. And not in the, oh my God, I can't believe he won way, but in the, what the fuck was that way?
Yeah, I saw someone say this right after the match, and I laughed. They said, it's kind of like that NWO throw garbage in the ring heat. I said, no, it's not like that at all. They didn't throw any garbage in the fucking ring. They were upset this happened.
The garbage was already in the ring.
They were upset this happened the way it happened.
Well, they beat Danielson in his home state, flat, with a rotten finish, in a match that was way too long, and it wasn't what they wanted to see. Nevertheless, the attempted murder is not over. So Moxley is now the new AEW champion. They didn't even elevate a young guy because they don't have one ready. They put it back on the worst pushed wrestler in the business today. And now they pull out the plastic bag and they're going to put the bag over Danielson's head again. But here comes Wheeler Yuta and Darby Allin, and they hit the ring, and all four of the heels scatter like cockroaches. And you're thinking, well, wait a minute, there's four of them, two of the other guys, and when does Moxley ever sell anything? And suddenly, Yuta, Wheeler Useless, gloms Darby with a knee and turns on him. If he was going to turn on him, why didn't he turn on him last week? Well, I don't... And they duct tape Darby to the ropes in very sloppy fashion. But they duct tape him to the ropes, so then Moxley gives Wheeler the bag, and Wheeler puts it over Danielson's head. And security can't get in because they're playing King of the Mountain with them. And then here comes Private Party. Did you see what Moxley did to Private Party?
Oh, no, I missed that.
Here came Private Party, but out on the floor, Moxley front face locked both of them.
Oh, I did see that. Yes, I did. Yes.
And he drug them over to the railing and had neutralized both these motherfuckers, one under each arm. Maybe it was the fucking armpit BO. I'm not sure. So then Jeff Jarrett comes out, and Moxley no-sells him and beats him up. In the ring.
You know who no-sold Jeff Jarrett more than Moxley? Did you hear Jim Ross on commentary?
What would he say?
I'm paraphrasing, but Jeff Jarrett, oh no.
Jeff Jarrett has arrived! Not Jeff Jarrett!
Well, while all that was going on, Claudio in the ring had gotten a chair and put Danielson's neck in the fucking chair, and they end up the heels after they put a plastic bag over his head, after they beat him with all these various moves. Then they Pillmanize his neck in the chair. And then more top guys, it could have been their top guys. There's no real difference. And then they belong. If it had been a hot angle, it would have been great. But they did the deal where they wheel the stretcher out for the Danielson and the stay with it when the EMTs are taping him to the backboard and treating him. And Sockface was trying to cry on commentary.
I've been proud to be a part of AEW, but would Moxley, what those people did to Diane?
I've seen Moxley for a long time. I've never seen this. This is so horrible. An entire pay-per-view of mayhem and attempted murder and completely implausible shit is climaxed by over 45 minutes from start to finish of this goddamn match, and it took 3 attempted murders to finally send him out on a stretcher. Is this going to get any heat on Moxley? I mean, any kind of money-drawn productive heat?
Listen, he walked through the crowd. He wouldn't have been able to walk through the crowd. All right, what do you think of the crowd reaction here?
It again,
Just outside of Seattle.
they didn't like it, but it's not just because they fucked the hometown guy. It's because there was an element to me of we went through all that for this. You know, just choke him out, and they're and yeah.